Hey guys, welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, episode 187. We're doing things a little bit different today because I want to give you some opportunities to still lock in sales this fourth quarter. Pay attention though, if you are fulfilling the orders yourself, meaning you're not on, Amazon Merch or Redbubble, these programs where you outsource fulfillment and you're not on the hook for, late deliveries and customer service, be careful about how long it's taking for fulfillment and shipping to get them to your customers so that they get there before Christmas. But in this video, we're going to take a look at Etsy more than we're looking at Amazon for hints on what the best sellers are so that you can capitalize on the holiday sales. So let's get to it. First things first, let's kick things off with an Amazon merch sales update. So in the last 7 days, I made 960 sales on Amazon merch. Yes, you heard that correctly. It looks like when you sum up all of the international market sales and add them to my US market sales, I made about $4,000 in profit. Not bad. By the way, if you follow me on Instagram, I also post my advertising statistics on the first of every month in the monthly recap, but I really don't spend that much on ads. And I'm just saying, guys, if you want to learn from me how to replicate my success with Amazon merch, I've been doing it since 2017. I do have a course. I will link it in the description. All right. And I have a little bit of a suggestion on how to get a merch account, which, a lot of people have been using this year, but it's only for people that join the course. Sorry. All right. The top 10. Here we go. I actually did the top 10 from both Podly, which you can see here, and I did Merch Dominator. Okay. It actually looks like Podly's suggesting that there are no Christmas specific shirts in the top 10, which seems a little bit off. So I also wanted to show Merch Dominator here. In Merch Dominator, you can see a couple Christmas shirts, but also a lot of just generic, sarcastic shirts, interest-based shirts like anime, Bigfoot, classic cars, fishing. Somebody snuck in a college football shirt, which shouldn't be in there. Definitely would not be caught selling any college football related shirts. All right, let's get to these top 5 niches. As I mentioned, we're doing something a little bit differently this week, though. We're looking mainly at Etsy, all right, instead of Amazon. And I'm going to be using Insight Factory to do this. I'll link to them in the description in case you want to check them out. They're pretty cool when it comes to Etsy research because they have a bunch of different ways of finding good opportunities and putting them in front of us. So I used their trending search, okay? And I basically just kind of scrolled through until I found opportunities that were in high demand according to Insight Factory. The first one I found is Christmas pajamas. That first listing you see there has made 3,600 sales in the last 7 days. Kind of making me look bad. I was bragging about making, 900 sales in 7 days. That one listing on Etsy has made 3,600 sales in 7 days. The second one underneath there has made just over 1,000 sales in the last 7 days. So don't think in terms of the actual product. Sometimes you just want to get indexed on the keywords. So, it's great to think in terms of the product, right? People who type in Christmas pajamas often want some variation of Christmas pajamas, but from a seller perspective, we also just want to get indexed on those search terms with something that people would buy, right? We don't want to sell candles when people search Christmas pajamas, but we want to sell clothing that they would purchase, right? So on Podly, these were the results when I searched for Christmas pajamas. So those are the shirts that are indexed on Amazon, not exactly looking like it fits the bill. I'm not sure what's going on there with Podly, but here, if we take a closer look on Etsy at this one listing, you can see here 517 people bought this in the last 24 hours. That is insane. And they have a list price of $8.99. However, we know how Etsy works. We know that if you go in there and you say, I want a t-shirt, adult t-shirt size large, you're probably paying like $16 plus shipping or something like that. You know what I mean? So these people are absolutely cleaning up. All right, niche number 2 this week. So I leveraged Insight Factory again, looked at their trends. I believe I actually leveraged their beginner-friendly search. Yes, that is an option for paid subscribers on Insight Factory. And it said, how about Christmas wedding? All right, as keywords. Again, you want to sell a product that people would buy, but Christmas wedding as the primary keywords. Looks like that listing right there, 46 sales in the last 7 days. That's not, making anybody rich, but it's also not too bad, right? 46 divided by 7 is about 6.5 sales a day. Pretty good. Here we are on Podly, also on Amazon. There are people selling Christmas wedding themed products. Again, not best sellers, but definitely locking in sales. And you've got these kind of buffalo plaid style, overlaid on top of text, etc. If you didn't know, you can go to Creative Fabrica and find a ton of different buffalo plaid, Christmas plaid patterns. If you go into Photoshop or Photopea, you can literally just overlay it on top of your graphic. Like it could just be your text that says Mr. and Mrs. Pretty simple, right? Right click the pattern and click create clipping mask. It's so simple to do. And then it looks like they added a white stroke as well. So if you wanted to know how they, how to recreate that design just for a quick graphic design tutorial, couldn't be easier. This listing on Etsy, indexed on Christmas wedding, was purchased 13 times in the last 24 hours. And again, extremely simple design. Niche number 3 this week, Bougie Santa Champagne. All right, that may mean something to you. It may mean nothing to you. It could just be a design style, but look at Santa Claus there holding a bottle of champagne. When I go to Amazon, you can see here, it looks like people are selling the same design actually on Amazon as well as Etsy, which, hey, I'm a fan of that. You know I like to be on all the platforms. There's also some additional different designs related to just champagne on t-shirts, related to Christmas. Obviously, you got the Santa hat on the champagne bottle. And on this one, it says Fizz the Season, and you've got Santa not riding a sleigh, but riding a popping bottle of champagne. That's pretty funny. By the way, be careful about putting, any IP protected brand logos in your designs. I'm pretty sure Santa's belt there. I could be wrong. I don't know. It looks like a high-end fashion brand though, doesn't it? And this looks like 2 people purchased this listing in the last 24 hours, but I don't know that this was necessarily the best seller either. All right, niche number 4 this week, Speculum. Almost sounds like I just cast a Harry Potter spell or something. Speculum. I had to Google what this was. What is a speculum? A speculum is a device a healthcare provider uses to examine hollow openings. Okay, got it. Maybe I shouldn't have read that definition. Either way, yeah, there's a reason why I don't know what that is. And it looks like, according to Inside Factory, Christmas speculum is trending. And you can see there, you can have fun with the designs, putting, reindeer ears on it and whatnot, Christmas lights, etc. When you go to Amazon merch, you can see that there are speculum, Christmas speculum themed designs that are selling. When you go to Etsy, this one's been viewed 6 times in the last 24 hours. Perhaps, I don't think it's the best seller because I know it was generating more sales than that. Sometimes Etsy tells you the sales, sometimes they tell you the views. Either way, there is demand for this product. Niche number 5. Oh, before we get to niche number 5, guys, check out the links in the description. I have a free print-on-demand mini course to help you get started. It'll take 20 days to receive 1 lesson a day. So 20 lessons total, completely free, delivered via email. A great value at $0. Also, check out my print-on-demand Facebook group, also linked down there. A great place to network with other POD sellers. Niche number 5 this week is Christmas Nurse. And you can see here, according to Inside Factory, you've got respiratory therapist Christmas shirts, gingerbread Christmas with the pain scale. You've got the another gingerbread where they're all gingerbread nurses over here. When you do some research on Amazon merch, it looks like there is a predominant sub-niche within the Christmas niche, Christmas Nurse niche, and that is the Did You Try Icing It gingerbread man design. Also, a lot of it's interesting that these are all basically the same design, minus I think 2 of them. Yet there's different takes on the design and different outcomes, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to make it your own. You don't have to go in here and copy what everybody else is doing. On Etsy, you can see here the ever popular military green sweatshirt with the rolled sleeves, flat mock-up. Everybody loves this one. In demand, 85 sales in the last 24 hours. All right, did you try icing it? But this is representative of the fact that there is demand for Christmas nurse shirts in general. And if you're going to sell this, make sure that you have a provider that has the military green, number 1, in stock, and number 2, that can get them fulfilled fast enough. Because if it takes forever and you miss your fulfillment promise for Christmas, you're going to have some angry customers on your hands. You guys already know that. This is another reason why you might want to join the print on demand. Well, I have my private community and then I have my public community on Facebook. Join one of the two, right? Network, help each other out, finding print providers that, have these things in stock, talk about fulfillment times, etc. All right, emerging trends. Here we go. These are shirts that are significantly outperforming their average BSR right now. This can also be a place to find some IP infringement, so always be careful. Look at that first shirt up there. It is Texas football, referring to, college sports. Also, the Michigan Wolverines up there. You do not want to be caught selling those. Always do due diligence. The IRS shirt, I wouldn't be selling either. I don't know if that's allowed or not, but I would not be selling it myself. So just be careful there. All right, looking ahead, if you want to sell shirts related to random holidays at least 1 month out, how about January 10th, National Take the Stairs Day? January 12th, National Hot Tea Day. January 12th, also National Pharmacist Day. January 13th, International Skeptics Day. January 14th, Dress Up Your Pet Day. Could be some opportunities there. Who knows? Maybe, sell some pet outfits on January 14th. Some pet bandanas maybe. All right, the archive. Here are shirts that were selling well 11 months ago in January. So a lot of evergreens, this type of shirts that would see a bump during Christmas, interest-based, hobby-based, also selling well in January. Plus, there are some other big January niches that, I will put on your radar as we get closer. But, in my private community, I always do a 30-day and 60-day niche calendar. So they basically know what to be looking out for. It's not just Valentine's Day. There's some other big ones that are coming up that are, easily overlooked sometimes. All right, removed designs. Here we go. These are removed in the last 2 weeks, either by Amazon or by the seller. So check those out. If you see any patterns, I don't really see any, but those are the removed designs. Guys, thank you for watching. Check out my full print on demand course. It's linked in the description if you want to follow how I generate and make six-figure profits from print on demand every year since 2019. By the way, in 2019, I had a 9-to-5 job and a second job teaching 3 classes a week at my, or 3 classes, it was 3 classes a week, 3 classes a semester at my alma mater, you know what I mean? Basically taught web development at a local university. So I got some teaching chops, did it for 7.5 years, but also just wanted to show you that you can literally scale these passive income streams while working not just 1 job, but 2. I'm living proof of that. So I'll help you do that if you want to join my course, linked in the description, and my private community that I keep referencing. We do multiple live streams a week. We have great guests, great resources, linked in the description if you want to check it out. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.